Guys, your next comic, come to the stage. Very funny guy, coming up here. Please give it up for Bryan Yang!
Fantastic, how's everyone doing? That's good, I'm doing weird. Yeah, man, I went to get Chipotle before the show, and the guy gave me my burrito, and then he looked at me and he goes, "You're Chinese." And I was like, "No." And then he goes, "Oh, how come?" I'm not Chinese, that's how come I'm not Chinese, dude. I wasn't standing in a Chinese person line. And then was like, oh my god, there's like 1 billion people in this line, I can't be Chinese. I gotta be this Asian, but no one's heard of. I gotta be this Asian over here. I'm a Hmong person. Yeah, some people know we're from Southeast Asia. Most people know us from Gran Torino. That's where we're from. We're from the imagination of Clint Eastwood. That's where Hmong people are from. I think we're one of the smallest ethnic groups from Asia in America. There's only 300,000 Hmong people in all of the U.S. But any other ethnic group, you have to know for more than one thing. Like Mexicans, there's millions. You know, you can be like, Mexican people, what's that? I've never heard of that. We wear sombreros. Oh yeah, Mexican people, you guys are cool. And be like, black people, what's that? We play in the NBA. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you for your service. Don't do that. Can't be like, white people, what's white people? And then they'll have to be like, have you ever watched To Catch a Predator? Oh yeah! White people! White guys get so nervous at that joke, they never laugh. White guys, 2 white guys in this room. I'm not saying you guys all molest kids. I'm just saying you're as good at molesting kids as black guys are at basketball. I'm saying it's your basketball. Don't become the LeBron James. I'm actually married to a white lady, so that's cool. The reverse of a lot of what I'm seeing here tonight. You can do it, guys. Get a white lady. My wife is a blonde with big titties, which is cool. I like her personality too, obviously, but I saw the titties first, so that's the order. I talked about it. It's dope. My celebrity crush is Kate Upton, who's blonde with big titties, so it's a match, you know? It's cool. Like, my dream came true. So I asked her, like, after we got married, because she never told me who hers was. I was like, who's your celebrity crush? And I'm hoping, like, all right, hopefully the Asian dude from Lost, right? He's hot. Or the Asian dude from The Walking Dead, also hot. Or any Asian dude, right? And she just looks at me and she goes, no, my celebrity crush is Michael B. Jordan. Yeah! Michael B. Jordan, she is definitely with me for my personality, you guys. There is no fetish going on here. She's like, yeah, he's nice. He listens. Michael B. Jordan should never wear a shirt. That guy is so hot. He should just walk around shirtless constantly. You know what I look like without a shirt on? I look like a guy who had to develop a sense of humor. That's what I look like a guy, yeah, you better write jokes. He's so hot. He's like super jacked. I mean, everyone saw Black Panther. He's like just shredded, right? Huge pecs, 8 abs. And then he has the sexiest thing ever. He has that pelvic cut that just points straight down to your dick. That's awesome. How do you get that muscle? Is he just fucking so much that his pelvis became ripped? How does that happen? I go to the gym. This is a comedian gym body. There's no pelvis machine at the gym. There's no weights to hang on your pelvis to make it ripped. I don't have a pelvis. That's how bad a shape I am. I'm just like, it's just straight down. You know? I just have a torso and legs. That's it. I have a top half and a bottom half, and I'm yellow. I'm a Lego man. I'm a Lego man. Everything's not awesome. It sucks. It sucks. I'm looking at a dick. Honestly, you guys hear about these dicks everyone's talking about? I usually don't perform in front of this many Asians, but we all know the stereotype everyone says, you know, we've all heard it growing up. Asian guys have small dicks, that's the thing. I looked it up. I do this every night, so I feel like I have to speak for us, all right, Asian dudes? I looked it up. There is no scientific evidence that we have the smallest dicks, all right? So that's good. Not true. Guess what is true? We make up the largest population of men on Earth, so we might not have the biggest dicks, but we have the most dicks. That's pretty cool. Yeah! We don't have the length of the girth, but we're crushing it by volume, man. That's fun, right? Teamwork, guys. Yeah, you ever weighed on Asian dicks, though? They weigh a lot. We put our dicks end to end, maybe they reach the moon, you know? Fun facts like that. Man, this is good. You guys are a good crowd. This is great. Sometimes, like, you do comedy and there's no crowd, right? Like, this is all you need for comedy is lights, people, microphone. Great. Sometimes there's no lights, no people, no microphone. I've done shows like that. It's the worst. Because then you're just screaming about your dick in the dark. It's bad. It's not fun for anybody. This makes it art. Like, the microphone is the most important part of comedy, right? The microphone is what separates comedy from crazy guys on the train. That's it. You know, if I could have done that exact same joke up here without a microphone, it'd be insane. He's like, hear about Asian guys? We have most of the dicks! Alright, listen up! I'm gonna leave. This is fucked up. Arrest this man. Microphones are great, right? Talk about my dick. Without a microphone, it's crazy. Talk about my dick into here. Ooh, that's art. Pretty good stuff. I'm gonna follow this guy on Twitter. Microphones are good for comedy. I don't think they're good for the world because you can trick people. I think our brains are too primitive. So let's say we all leave the show and there's this crazy guy outside just talking nonsense to himself. He's just like, I hate women, I hate black people, I hate Mexicans. We just ignore him, right? He's crazy. It's New York. We hear this all the time. But if you gave that guy a microphone and he was like, I hate women, I hate black people, I hate Mexicans, half the country would be like, hey, I'm going to vote for that guy. He's got a plan. He's got a lot of good ideas, this guy. My wife is funny. She started protesting this year. She's a white lady from California. I said this year because that's how long it took for oppression to reach her, which is fine. She's here now. She's fighting the fight alongside the minorities. She married an Asian dude. She's in it, man. She's woke as fuck. It's so cute to watch the whites protest. My wife is so cute. She's bad at protesting because she's new at it. She's just not good. My wife protests the way white ladies complain when their order's wrong in a restaurant. She protests like this. Excuse me, I ordered democracy and this looks like fascism, so yeah. I'm not saying it's your fault, I just don't want to see it on the bill. Passive aggressive protesting. That's how we're gonna take it down. I don't know. I make fun of her, but I don't think Asians, we're not the best at protesting either, right? Because we have problems in American society, but not as bad as black people. Black people are the headliners of protesting, right? Black guy gets shot, protest. Two black guys get kicked out of Starbucks for no reason, protest, right? It makes sense. Asians, it's like, Matt Damon was in a Chinese movie, and he was the only white guy, and I didn't like that. Protest? Tweet about it? I don't know. Scarlett Johansson was in a Japanese movie, and she was the only white lady in it. I didn't like that either. Protest? We just want to be in more movies? That's not that bad, right? That's pretty good. Just put us in a movie. Put us in a movie. We have most of the dicks. That would be hilarious if a bunch of Asian dudes went to DC and were just like, we have most of the dicks. What are they protesting? It's 2018, man. This is woke, alright? You guys are good, man. You guys are good. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. That's cool. We need to do that. I'm not good at comedy. You guys will see, like, so how they book shows is like it gets better. You know, it starts like, and then the most famous comedian goes last. So I'm not good. I have a joke with no punchline, but I still do it. Because when they book you, you have to do an amount of time, and if you don't do that amount of time, you don't get paid. So this is the joke with no punchline, but I have to do to get to my amount of time, okay? You guys know how Barnes & Noble sells Nooks? Yeah, but Nooks are the thing that are putting Barnes & Nobles out of business. Guys, Barnes & Noble selling Nooks, that's like... And then I don't know what that's like. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but I told you that joke had no punchline from the beginning. So, I'm closer to my allotment of time. Look, I know, I feel bad. I should have a punchline. Fuck, alright? You're judging me now, and I poured my heart out to you. I was open. It should have a punchline. This is all I do, is explain things that are like other funny things. That joke should definitely be like, Barnes & Noble selling Nooks. That's like a ba-da-ba-da-ba. And then you guys should be like, that's exactly like a ba-da-ba-da-ba. Bryan. I'm gonna listen to his podcast, you know? That's it to that joke, you know? Sorry. Alright, here's what I am good at. I'm good at fighting with my white wife. This is the last story I'll tell before I go. We had this crazy fight where I don't remember what the fight was about, but I remember how it ended. I screamed, I hate you more than I hate Osama bin Laden. Yeah, I know, it's fucked up. But she's the person I love the most than anyone else in the world. So that's also the person I hate the most than anyone else in the world. You know, like you can't hate a stranger, but you can hate your wife because you know everything about her, right? You can dislike a stranger. So in that moment, I really did hate her more than I hate Osama bin Laden. Like if the Navy SEALs came into our apartment and just took her down, I would have been like, USA! Thank you for your service! This is why I pay my taxes! You know? I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I want to have kids with her. But in that moment, if the Navy SEAls just came into our apartment, I would have lost my... I wanted the government to hunt her down for 10 years. Start a war with another wife that had nothing to do with my wife. Find her in a compound, throw her in the ocean, I don't give a fuck, you know, I was mad. This is where I always lose the crowd, right there. When I say I want my wife to have the same death that Osama bin Laden. I know it's fucked up, he did 9/11, he deserved it, but my wife, she's not so innocent, she does little 9/11s on my heart every day. And that adds up, it hurts too. I'm not gonna believe it. It's even. She was so mad after I said that. She was like, do you know what it's like to be in a relationship with you? And I was like, I don't know. Is it like Barnes & Noble selling Nooks?